on the Coyote Man Show.
Boo.
Oh, wait a minute. Was I doing that?
Hold on. You gotta do it right when you come in. Turn it up a little bit.
Is it me or is it the alcohol?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a little bit of fine design, man.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Coyote Man. It's alcohol.
We warned you. We warned you the first
Did y'all
episode.
see the bottle?
Y'all see the
My
bottles.
co-host put this in, and he didn't know what he just did.
I just make the conversation a little bit more interesting. That's all. That's all I did.
But it's okay.
That's all I did. Just make it a little bit more interesting. That's it.
Once again, don't forget to download the app on your iPhone, on your Android. It's right here.
It's right there.
Coyote Man Show Network. Also on Roku and Amazon Fire Stick.
And best of all, you don't even have to get all that because if I know 90% of you Negroes got cell phones, so you can just download it on your app through Apple or Google Play. Woo!
My buddies, my people in Ghana, download the app. You got the app. If you don't got the Fire Stick, I know a couple of y'all got the Fire Stick because I was over your house.
And don't worry, because we're going to take Paige, we're going to take Tracy, we're going to take myself, we're even going to take the Coyote Man, and we coming to you, Ghana. We're coming to you, Ghana. Come on, let's put some of that drums up in there. Let's put some of the drums up in there. Hey. You know the one thing I love about Ghana?
What's that?
It's a little known fact. They have the world's biggest waist to hip ratio.
Black women. What are you talking about?
You know, me and my relationship with black women are like me and cognac. You know, every time they kiss me, it tastes like this. But anyway.
Okay. All right. So
now, let's tell us about this black-owned business, Tracy.
Today, we're going to showcase 2 black-owned businesses. I'm going to start with Ghana first. My buddy David Bortley, Paige and I, he's a fantastic dancer there. He is going to, when we go bring people to Ghana, he's going to meet us at the airport. He's going to give the best dance ever. Oh my goodness, he's the best dancer. And he also has a song. Also, David, I'm so sorry I can't play your song today, but I will play it next show. He's been doing music and everything. And when I say he's a dancer, I mean, for traditional dances there, he is the best. Him and his team is wonderful. I can't wait for you to hear his music and to see some of his videos as well.
Man. You know how many organizations in Baltimore would love him to come through?
Come through the colleges here. Come through and teach us those dances. When I go over there and I'm dancing, I'll be trying to, I got to learn a little bit more hippie move, but I got the hips, but I got to do a little bit more hippie move, though.
No, that's that 5% European blood in me. I can't dance for shit.
Yeah, but
I only got rhythm in three places.
Uh-oh.
The wrestling mat, the boxing gym, and the bedroom. That's the only 3 I have rhythm.
I can dance, y'all. I'm going to have to perform for y'all one day, though. That's later down the line once I get my knees together.
We're going to make sure the chiropractor's on, too.
Yeah, I got to get
the chiropractor on deck.
I'll get my legs together. So David Bortley, he's like I said, a dancer. He also can do some tours in Ghana for us. And David, we appreciate you and everything that you do in Ghana.
And once again, I got to shout out the Coyote Man Show Network. Download the app on Roku, Google Play, on Fire TV, Amazon, your mobile devices, because a lot of this, we're trying to get a lot of hits so we can bring this back to you and we can bring this back to Africa. And we're trying to connect. Transatlantic does not mean losses. Transatlantic means that we connect the past, the present, and the future. Come on, because guess what? What we're gonna do with Paige and I, we're gonna get grants for your young people, your teenagers, sons, daughters, nephews, and nieces, and your cousins. We're getting grants to teach them security, EMT, paramedic, We're giving them jobs that's going to suffice in the 21st century. Even cybersecurity. Shout out to my man AB Media 83 because trust me, I talked to my boy AB and I bet you I could get him to teach you how to be a programmer.
Like I said from last episode, Youth Corps of Baltimore, that's what we did to take our young men from Baltimore, Maryland. The young men that maybe have a little something on their record or they disadvantaged because society got them disadvantaged. So we take them, we teach them who they are. We take them to Ghana. We teach them right now. They learning solar panels. So
say that again.
Solar panels.
Say that again for the Negroes in the back that didn't hear you.
We teaching them solar paneling. So the last crew we took over there did some solar panels, and so we trying to do HVAC, and also doing, like I said last program, they took out the skills in these public schools here. They don't learn still. Remember West Side Skill Center,
yeah.
Maryville, all that.
Look at my boy. Shout out to my man Namer, who's from Eritrea. Because guess what? We like to go. See, people don't forget this history lesson about Africa. World War II happened. When Mussolini invaded Ethiopia, it was Black Americans that said, look, we fought for your asses. We want to fight for our people.
Yes, that's right. There you go.
And guess what?
You my partner for it's the alcohol again.
We talk about this beta alpha and beta bell thing. Yeah.
One more business I want to shout out to New World Construction Company based in Baltimore, Maryland. Offices out in Towson. What they doing for our young men? They teaching them asbestos, lead, mold, and getting their certification.
How many places in Baltimore City and County that need that right now? Please tell us, Tracy.
Exactly. Everybody.
Everybody. Because trust me, we gotta trust me. One segment we're gonna talk about the Great Faulkner Initiative in this coming episodes, where we're trying to get more Black men into police, military, fire departments, and STEM.
That's one thing about the military. I have a young man that I know. I'm gonna say his name is John. He know I'm talking about. He is perfect for the military, but there's that stigma out there about the military. Oh, you go to the military, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. No, it's not like that. I know. I work with veterans, so I know you're not gonna die. If you have a better chance of dying here out on the streets than you dying in the military. Trust me. The benefit. I didn't realize the benefits until I went and worked with veterans. I didn't realize the benefits that you get. I wish I was in the Army. Oh my goodness, I'd have to wind back my clock out of joints.
Do you know that I'm going to EMT and paramedic school?
Wow.
Just for military benefits alone.
There you go, the benefits.
And they're paying your school, they're paying you, and they're paying your rent and mortgage.
Awesome.
So you're telling me, Black people, we're leaving too many benefits on the ground, and just to segment for a little bit, if you want reparations, the quickest and the fastest is when you put yourself in a position of power. Say it with me, Tracy. Power. Because one, when the government needs to rely on you to protect it, guess what? And I'm gonna take my glasses off for this one. Let me back up for a second. January 6, 2021. White people handed you the keys to the kingdom. And you didn't even realize it. Ask BGS, ask Angry Man, ask anybody. Or New Style TV. How long have I said they handed you the keys to the kingdom when it came to law enforcement, security, paramedic, firefighter, EMT? They can't trust their people anymore. It is your turn to rule. And if you're not ready to rule, I feel sorry for you.
Well, I think we're about to go to our next segment after this little break.
Y'all better tune in because we getting hot and heated.
After the little break, we'll be back.
And if you really want to talk about the break, just to let you know, when we finish this break, we're going to talk about
What he said he is. Alpha,
the
beta,
difference
what is
between
it?
the alpha, the beta, and do women know the difference? Whoa! This is
All right. I'm gonna say that that's the biggest speech you just broke down there. So
You know
I
that?
got props for that, man. Broke it down like Tech D,
You can ask Paige. I've been doing this shit for 20 years.
All right, so this is the last segment.
Yeah.
Right. So the next time y'all hear that music,
Mhm.
that's the end of the show.
Okay, got it.
Right. So
And I'll close it down.
but if you hear other music, that's the only music that suggests that it's the end of the show.
Gotcha.
Right.
Y'all doing good. I mean, y'all getting better every week. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all doing
This
well.
week is that.
Yeah.
Blame it on the goose. That got you feeling loose.
Oh, okay.
Oh, trust me. I can't wait till we get more chairs out there and we get the pretty ladies, because you know I love the pretty ladies. Good God almighty. Oh, trust me. I'm telling you ahead of time now, nigga. I like them 5-5 misses. Like, trust me, I'm like Ohio players. I'm digging them 5-5 misses and them skin tight britches, baby.
They're not on air yet.
No.
I need to adjust the props. I'm a prop man. I need to adjust their props.
Hurry up.
Was
There
it
you go.
5'9"?
Oh, he's up.
There you go.
And remember one thing too,
Hurry
man.
up, Paige. You getting ready?
Don't go too far deep in the head, 'cause if you do, it hides your face.
Oh,
Yeah, if you go too under that. You get it up. The
way you
had it is good for him. How you had it, like he was on the side of it. That's great.
hey.
I know you know the show, man. Make sure that I'm going to
Welcome back, everyone, from that break.
Woo!
So, the topic you all been waiting for, I've been waiting for, really. He been waiting for. We're going to ready to talk about the alpha and beta male. So, I'm going to hand the beginning over to my partner here. Define everybody the alpha male and your turn in the beta male.
Oh, trust me. You just handed over the greatest subject to the Alpha Czar. That's Russian for king, folks. The Emperor, okay? One, a lot of women. Let me back this shit up real quick because we way past the grown folks moment because shit, we killed half these bottles. Let me back up for a minute. See, a lot of you black men out there has got your understanding of what is an alpha man and a beta man, not from other men, but from women. I said it, but from women. See, alpha ultimately means he who leads. If my man Page, who I served in Iraq, shout out to my man Page, Alphas. If I went to the medical firm where he went, I would be beta to him because I'm learning from him. If Page came over to the law enforcement security realm, I would be his alpha and he would be beta to me. Alpha and beta is not an insult. Number one, alpha is just the person with the most experience. If you look at special forces, is it the person with the most rank or the person with the most experience? Even when, shout out to Paige again, when we were on QRF, there were some times, depending on the mission, who led was the most experienced. Excuse me. There were times when Paige might have left because we were doing a humanitarian mission for medical supplies. And because of his experience in working in the hospitals, he was the expert and the go-to guy. When it came to kicking in doors, waving the 4-4, shout out to Biggie, but you know, I had various amounts of experience doing that. So when women talk about alpha and beta, it's not an attitude because shout out to Frankie Beverly and Maze, I'm a laid back type of guy in a laid back type of world. Notice, if something happens to me, I let karma handle it. If it happens to my loved ones, I become karma. That's my motto. I don't need to be this hard charging person all the time because I don't have to prove shit to anybody. A man is a man, that's a man is a man. The problem is, in my professional opinion, is that women have been bastardized in knowing what masculinity truly is. And so much so that when we look at things in the modern day, how the fuck do we come up with toxic masculinity when not one person ever said toxic femininity? Femininity.
Wait a minute, I never heard of that, but please go ahead.
Oh, I've heard about it a lot. Femininity and masculinity is what you would call natural. So how can we bastardize and put something that's natural in a negative context? Yes, there's some aspects you may not like, just like there's some aspects of females I may like or do like. Is it negative or positive, or do we just don't like it because it may not be advantageous to us?
Would you say that you have alpha and you have beta? What's the one below beta? Is there one below beta?
Well, you have Sigma. Sigma
Sigma.
is
There it is.
well, Sigma's not below it. Sigma men are guys who are loners. Think of Wolverine from the X-Men.
Yes. Okay.
But Wolverine technically is a Sigma alpha because guess what? Wolverine in the comics and in the movies eventually became what? A team player. Wolverine was like most black men, looking for family, looking for acceptance, looking for his role. And see, what happened was in the black community for so long, for about 50, 60 years, we minimized masculinity, fatherhood, and leadership to give women and say, you are strong, independent women. But it's some white women who go back to their husbands, cook a full course meal, and shut the fuck up.
Let me take a drink. Okay, all right, my turn. When I think of alpha men, I think of someone that takes charge, take care of home. I think they take care of home, they take care of business, and take care of me. That's an alpha male. Beta male, that means nowadays you want to say, well, baby, I'm working and I'm making $50,000 now. You gotta make $50,000. You bring both to the table. Okay, I can do that. I can work with my man. I can do that.
So let me ask you this one question. Would you be willing to go half?
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Because a lot of these women, they want to be 21st century women, but they want a 1945 man.
There's none like that left.
But guess what? See, the problem is with a lot of them men back in 1945, they used to play that old Gap Band song called Oops Upside Your Head. And the fucked up part about it is that I'm not saying you beating up your women, nothing like that. If I come home and I still have the same responsibilities my grandfather had, who was born, shout out to Roosevelt Bazemore, who'll be 90 when I'll be 40 in April. Guess what? The same responsibilities in the black community that he holds is expected upon me. But yet, we're just as degreed, even though there's more of us in jail, there's more of us having prejudice against us, because guess what? Shout out to black women, but guess what? Even black women don't get the shit against us that black men receive. But here's the thing. You want us to be the protectors and providers and all this shit, but you don't want to listen to us.
Now, let's rewind to what you said about some white women. I missed that. Look, I caught it, but it went down right here and it's trying to come back up, and I just can't. What you say again?
That's called regurgitation.
What you say it again? Just say it again. I just say it.
See,
Say it again for everybody.
I'm gonna say it again for the niggas in the back. I'm gonna say it again for the niggas in the back that didn't hear. Okay, you know them niggas playing with spitballs and paper airplanes and passing out notes that said, "Do you like me? Yes, no, maybe so." Okay, I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
See, let me explain this. See, a lot of white women like Gloria Steinem told Michelle Wallace that your problems with your man is the same with my man. But guess what? Here's the fucked up part about historically, your man, which is the black man, got you out of slavery, man. But we don't like to take that in consideration when it came to looking for that man. But go ahead. Go ahead. You want me to explain further?
No. But what okay. Let me just say right thing for black women. If we in a bar, Faulkner, you're in a bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you about to fight.
We already in a bar. You see the shit?
We in a bar and somebody about to fight you. And you got your white woman on your arm. Oh, I'm there for you. But then you got your queen right there on your side. You get in a fight. Your white woman gonna go. Your black woman gonna take that bottle and bust the nigga over his head. That's what we do.
I mean, see,
that's what we do.
This is the point in principle.
This is what we do.
Well, number one, let me explain. Let me explain this. If you see me with a white woman, I'm probably arresting her. But you know, you know, man, I don't even have white fucking walls in my house. God damn, there gotta be a little color there. God damn. A little off-white on this motherfucker. You gotta get a little light-skin coloring on this motherfucker. But let me put it to you this way.
Okay.
This is the problem, right?
Okay.
That gets up into it. Women want an alpha male that they can control.
Yeah.
Somebody hit some sound effects there. Oh, hold on. This is for my YouTube, Facebook, and this is for the Coyote Man Show Network app that you need to download right now. Woo!
Right, man. That's how men feel. No.
No. See, let me explain this. Yeah. Men think, men do, men know. We don't feel.
I'm around all men.
Guess what? I can't wait till we get the audience full of females. I'm gonna get more heat than Sergeant Slaughter when he was in fucking pro wrestling in WWF. We're aging ourselves, by the way. Not WWE, WWF. And when he was an Iraqi sympathizer. Okay, I'm getting heat. See, this is the problem.
Well, how about this? Women, a lot of women that I know, which is silly to me, are women like that man that's these young women. I'm gonna say young women. I'm not gonna say everybody. Women that got the thuggish look and they hard and they got that, yeah, what's up? Yeah, and they walk and act tough. They walk and act tough. But then you got the other man that's going to provide for you, and the other man is there for you. He's not that clown that walking around acting tough and being bad and talking shit, but he's that man to do that. But a lot of women I notice like that thug. Why are you gonna pick that thug when you got a good man over here? That I don't understand. And I'm talking about.
You want me to answer that?
Well, a woman put like this. You want your man to be providing for you. You provide for him. You want him to be there for you. You want vice versa. But sometimes you got that man that the woman want that look behind closed door. Take that shirt off and be my thug. But when it comes, you be the man that I need. Don't be a thug in the street.
See. Okay. I need to stand up to this one. Should I put my fist in it? Everybody who's listening, put your fist up. Put your fist up because I'm gonna represent for brothers real quick. Put your fist. If you in the chat listening on the app, put your fist up. If you on YouTube, if you on Facebook, put your goddamn fist up because I'm gonna represent for you
Like my motherfucking name is 210 Common.
God damn it. Number one.
Can we go to commercial break?
Oh, we ain't going to no commercial. We might go extra fucking yards on this motherfucker. Number one. There's a reason why in the 80s I hold and people still call me the diddly Panthro. Because Panthro, which was voiced by Grandpa Huxtable, if you didn't know, look it up. One, he was not only the smartest Thundercat, he was not only the master of all fighting arts, and if anybody took martial arts, you can't be an idiot and be a martial artist. But he was also physically the strongest.
I remember Thundercats.
Guess what? Number one, you want me to be there is no better friend, there is no better diplomat, there is no better associate. But this is what women really want you to be. There is no worse enemy. When there's enemies afoot, you expect me to be knee deep, hot out the oven, piping hot, whooped ass.
When I got an issue in hand, I'm calling you up. Look, baby, I need you. Come handle it.
But at the same time, when I have an issue, because a lot of you women are connected to these AKAs and all the sororities, I better get money in tow when I'm like, look, where's my brother's keeper?
When you in jail, I'm bailing you out. 'Cause
Hey,
you my man.
guess what? Believe it or not, let's cut the stereotype. What about the boys? What about the boys who didn't go to jail? Are they still going to get the same love?
Oh, yeah.
Because they better get more. Because this is the problem I got, and this is the reason why. Shout out to Cerulean Gray and myself coming up with the Gray Faulkner Initiative. Nobody ever. I gotta do the fucking stereotypical shit, black shit. I gotta clap when I say syllable. But this is the part. When are we gonna support our brainiacs? What are we gonna support? I'm glad you and Paige take kids to Africa and see what happens when we're in charge of the government.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad of that. There's times I talk to you and Paige and I'm like, look, we got to sit down. We got to get these grants going because so many of my wrestlers, and by the way, from Lake Clifton Wrestling, for 21 years, I didn't even know this till the head coach told me. You know, we got a 98 percentile when it comes to graduating young black men.
I think we're about to go to commercial break or end the show right now. But next week, this topic is so hot that we got to come back and redo this on our beginning. But thank you for everyone who
Y'all
joined
better come
us.
back.
I want you to go to Coyote Man Show Network. Go to Transatlantic Radio on YouTube. Don't forget transatlanticradio@gmail.com. Send me some of your questions. Next week,
Please do.
hopefully, or the week after, we're gonna have some of you on live to give your opinion on everything. We
I
love
welcome
you.
it, male, black, anything. Please. Coyote Man Show Network, Roku, Amazon, Google Play. We even got your mobile apps covered. If you're not there, you're going to definitely be square. Why are you not there already?
Hey, thank you for that. See you next time on Transatlantic Radio on the Coyote Man Show.
Woo!